What's going on, you guys? My name's the Raptor, and it's time for another reaction video for Blood Battle. Now, this one is Jeff the Killer versus Freddy Kruger. Now, I've heard about both of these characters, but I really know nothing about them. So, I really have no idea who's gonna win this fight at this point. I think this is the reason why Gage wanted me to react to this, because he wanted me to see how I'd react to a fight that I really didn't know the characters, because all the other reactions I've done to Blood Battle are characters that I know about. So yeah, this is gonna be different. I guess what I'll do is halfway through the video or right before the fight starts, I will based on what he said, I will think about who I think will win. I'll say who I think will win, but at the moment I can't really say anything, so I guess we should just start with the video.
Hello, it's me, Gage, and
Hello.
welcome back to Blood Battle. Today we have two nighttime killers ready to throw down.
Alright.
Let's meet the combatants, shall we? The combatants are
sick
Jeff
picture.
the Killer from the Creepypasta series and Freddy Kruger from the Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, there is something I have to tell you all before we get into this battle that you have to keep in mind.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Sure.
This fight will only be in the real world, not the dream realm.
Okay.
Now, I know what you're wondering. Well, why not the dream realm? Isn't that giving Freddy a huge handicap? Trust me, it just makes sense that Jeff would not be fighting Freddy in the dream realm.
Yeah, because I've heard that Freddy can go into people's dreams, but that's really all I know.
Sense. You'll see what I mean when we get into Jeff's abilities.
Okay.
So anyway, does not keep you waiting. Let's get into Jeff.
All right.
Jeff's origins are pretty creepy and actually pretty scary. Let's get into them.
Okay.
Jeff and his family moved to a new place, and his brother Lou was getting bullied by 3 bullies. And
Okay.
then one day when Jeff was with his brother, the bullies tried to bully them both. But then Jeff beat up all 3 of them so bad that Lou had to go to juvie for what Jeff did.
Oh.
Yeah, Jeff beat them that bad.
Okay.
But then Jeff realized he liked hurting people.
Yeah.
Then he was at a party when the 3 bullies showed up with guns wanting to beat Jeff to a pulp for beating them up.
Oh, okay.
So the main bully started beating Jeff.
Okay, I can see where this is
Then
going.
he hit Jeff with an alcohol bottle, and then Jeff snapped and beat the bully savagely.
Yeah.
And I mean savagely.
Yeah, that's...
The other 2
yeah.
tried to shoot at Jeff,
I
but
figured
Jeff
that was
ran
what was
upstairs.
going to happen.
Long story short, he beat them to a pulp too. Then the 3rd bully, because they both had bleach on them, and Jeff had alcohol, he lit a match and lit them both on fire.
Okay.
Trying to kill Jeff, but Jeff survived. And months later, he was at a hospital, and then his bandages were taken off. And thus he found his skin had turned leathery white, and his hair was burned black.
Dang.
Then Jeff was shown his face. It was smiling thanks to the drugs in his system, but Jeff loved his new face because it showed just how he felt. Happy. He loved how he looked.
Kind of like Joker.
He couldn't have been happier.
He's just happy about inflicting pain on people.
And then he went home with his family, and Lou had came home. Then later that night, Jeff's mother heard something coming from the bathroom. So she opened the door, and what she saw terrified her. Jeff had cut a permanent smile into his own face and burnt out his eyelids. Then he explained to his mother why he did this to himself. His explanation was he carved the smiling into his face because he wanted to keep smiling, but it was starting to hurt his muscles from doing it for so long.
Really?
And the reason he burnt out his eyelids is so he could never sleep, so he could look at his face forever.
How can you even not have eyelids? I can't even imagine not having eyelids.
And Jeff asked her if she liked it. She said yes, fearing for her life, and then she told Jeff to stay in the bathroom so she could go get his father to see what a beautiful boy he is.
Okay.
But she really wanted her to tell her husband to get the gun, but Jeff was standing in the doorway and said, "Mommy, you lied," and then proceeded to gut them. Then Louie woke up, and Jeff pounced him. Woke up when Jeff was watching him sleep.
Okay.
And then when he woke up, Jeff put his hands over Louie's mouth and put a knife to his throat and told him to And when the police showed up, everyone was dead, but Jeff was never found, and he remained active out of that story.
Okay.
Now let's get into Jeff's powers.
Yeah, this is what I want to see.
Jeff's powers are superhuman agility.
Oh, whoa, he has a lot of superhuman
He has superhuman
abilities.
pain resistance.
Okay.
He has superhuman to metahuman strength. He has accelerated
Whoa.
healing. He is insanely hard to kill. And he is immune to sleep. He cannot fall asleep.
Yeah, he can't sleep.
He just isn't able to, which is why this fight is happening in the real world, not the dream.
Oh.
I'll explain it at the end of the...
Oh, that that makes sense, actually. Okay.
If Freddy was to get someone to drug Jeff to make him fall asleep, that would count as outside help because Freddy is using someone in the real world. That's a no-go.
I see.
So
yeah. Okay. I see. I see where you're going. I see.
The best way here. Now the animation in the next part will explain how they fight.
Okay.
Let's go on to Jeff's feats. Jeff had killed a group of 5 thugs by ripping their limbs off in under a minute.
Whoa.
He did this barehanded.
Jeez.
He has also been able to dodge bullets with just his speed, and he has gone toe-to-toe with the Slender Man.
What?
Which, if you know Slenderman's powers and feats, is no easy task.
Yeah. Oh my, Slender Man?
He's great
Really?
at stealth despite his bright clothing,
Okay.
and he has been able to throw his knife with deadly accuracy. He has survived getting impaled multiple times
And survived getting shot?
And has survived massive blood loss.
Whoa.
And he can survive getting shot, no problem.
Okay, this guy. Oh my God,
Now
this
let's
guy's
get into his
crazy.
weaknesses. Jeff has one big weakness.
Okay.
He is super ultra mega insane. This dude is so crazy, he'd be willing to fight God just because he would want to.
Well, okay.
The guy...
But insanity isn't always a bad
he's
thing.
smart, he is. But he's just so insane. He'll go up against no matter the odds. And he hurts himself for fun.
But would he do that in a fight?
Makes stealth hard, but
I
he
don't know.
manages to do it somehow.
I mean, he's not fighting
Anyway,
God in this
let's
battle.
get
He's
into
fighting
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. So, you know,
Now, Freddy's
anyway, let's
origin
move
was
on.
his mother was raped by 99 maniacs.
99
with mental
maniacs.
assault, But he was given
Whoa.
the nickname Son of 100 Maniacs.
Okay.
I don't know where the 100th one came from, to be honest. But he grew up troubled.
Okay.
Naturally, as you do. He eventually became a child pedophile and murderer, but was never convicted.
Okay.
But he was burned by the parents of the kids he hurt.
Oh.
But he was resurrected by the dream demons, making him king. No, wait, God of the dream world.
Okay, but Dream
Let's
World,
get into his powers.
which won't really work.
In the dream world, Freddy Krueger is basically God. And in the real world, his only real power is superhuman agility.
That's really
That's
it.
really it he has in the real world. Now, Freddy does have some pretty impressive feats. As you remember, Jason Voorhees, who has made a few appearances on this channel back when it was called Debate Series,
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees is one very powerful fighter, and Freddy was able to go toe-to-toe with him thanks to his speed. He has survived getting shot. His razor glove can sometimes cut a specific type of thin metal,
Okay.
though nothing outstanding. Most of the time it just makes sparks, but it can cut some small things.
Okay.
And he has possessed other humans, but only in the dream realm.
Oh, okay. Then that doesn't mean
Let's go over his
anything.
weaknesses. Freddy's weaknesses are being forgotten. He's not all that strong. He is just a normal human in the real world, just very, very, very skilled and fast. And his only weapons are his glove,
Yeah.
while Jeff uses anything, including guns.
Yeah.
Now tune in next time for the animated fight. Actually, I think I'll just do it here.
Yeah. I
have
thought
time to do it.
I thought this video was
Well, anyone,
wasn't over yet.
Let's get on to the fight.
Okay, so you already see some of the animation. So who I think will win? It looks to be pretty obvious from what I've seen. Really, it looks like the only way Freddy Krueger can stand a chance is if this is the dream world, and it's not going to be. But it does make perfect sense actually why. I didn't even think about the fact that, like, well, I didn't know his eyelids were cut off, but I didn't even make that connection immediately. So that's really cool. But yeah, like they say that he has superhuman agility and he's skilled or whatever, but Jeff seems to be that and more. And fighting Slender Man, I think that's a bit more impressive than fighting Jason Voorhees, in my opinion. And he can survive being shot, major blood loss, like I don't see Freddy Krueger winning this in the real world, but that's just me. If he can somehow prove that Freddy Krueger would win even in the real world, then you know what? Then I guess he might. Well, I'll just see what he has to say and stuff like that. But at this point, I really don't see Freddy winning. I think Jeff is gonna win this. If this was the dream world, probably Freddy would win because they say like he's God or whatever. But it's not the dream world; it's regular world. So I think Jeff's gonna win. But let's get on to it. Boom. Oh my God. Okay. Shake. Ah. Okay. There's Freddy. Fight. Okay. Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely stronger than him.
Go to sleep.
Funny coming the kid who's up past his bedtime. Well, he don't sleep. You need a timeout. Yeah, you're not gonna make him sleep. Okay. Yeah, he's not sleeping. Oh boy. Blood. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, it's done. It's over. It's over. Yeah. Clap. Is he gonna fall? Or just die or whatever? Okay, clap again. Oh. Okay. KO. Yeah, it was kind of
Let's
obvious.
go over why Jeff the Killer was able to beat Freddy. This fight could only happen in the real world because Jeff just can't fall asleep. And if Freddy wanted someone to drug Jeff, they wouldn't be able to. He is far too fast for them to do that. And he is smart enough to not take drugs. Plus, that would count as outside help for Freddy.
Yeah.
In the real world, Jeff is far more skilled than Freddy for Freddy to even handle Jeff.
Yeah, in the real world, Jeff has everything Freddy has and more, essentially, except for the glove.
He is stronger, and he is able to dish out far more punishment than Freddy.
Yeah.
So it looks like this battle was Freddy's lullaby.
Oh.
That was the best I could come up with, because they're both related to sleep.
Yeah.
Lullaby. Best I could come up with there. Plus, you have to admit, which makes more sense? Someone just randomly drugging Jeff in the house of Elm Street, and he fights Freddy? Or Jeff watches someone while they sleep in the house of Freddy Krueger, and they wake up holding Freddy, and they bring him into the real world. Think about it.
Yeah.
Jeff does just watch people while they sleep, and he waits for them to wake up.
Yeah.
So, him just waiting and someone waking up and pulling Freddy with them into the real world doesn't seem that far-fetched. While someone
I guess not,
randomly
yeah.
having a ton of tranquilizer on them in Elm Street just to knock out Jeff, I don't think that's how that goes. Because that house doesn't have an tranquilizer. And that would technically count as outside help.
Yeah, I guess.
So Jeff doesn't sleep on his own because he's physically unable.
Yeah.
We have yet to ever really see Jeff pass out.
Okay, that's fair.
We have seen him black out a few times when he suffered severe blood loss. But then again, that would have given Freddy too much of an advantage and would have counted as outside help.
Yeah.
And so, the winner of this fight
is Jeff the Killer.
Because the circumstances would have to call for a real-world fight.
Yeah.
But do note, if Jeff was drugged and put into the dream realm, which is very, very, very unlikely due to his speed and skill, but if he was, Freddy would win hands down.
Yeah,
but in the real world,
you know.
Jeff would win hands down.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just that way of looking at it.
And most likely, he's not gonna fall asleep.
Let's get on to who's fighting next.
Alright, who's fighting next?
Next time on Blood Battle is Jason Voorhees versus the Slender Man.
Oh.
Two very overpowered horror icons.
Okay.
Well, you could have to see who's deadlier.
These are the two people that these guys fought, you know, like they said Jeff the Killer fought Slender Man and Freddy Krueger fought Jason Voorhees. Alright, so that was Jeff the Killer versus Freddy Krueger. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. I enjoyed learning about these two characters. And this is kind of in the same, kind of like how my Azrael versus Taskmaster, who'd win and why, in the sense that it's like, you're pairing guys, okay, maybe it's better if I start another way. It's like Jeff the Killer is like one of the only guys that, that Freddy Krueger would not be able to make fall asleep. And when it comes to Azrael versus Taskmaster, Azrael is one of the only guys that Taskmaster would not be able to copy his fighting style. So that's really cool how it's like coincidentally it just turned out to be those characters that they have almost like specific advantages or specific disadvantages, if you know what I mean. So, you know, that's really, really cool. If this was like any other character, as long as they I don't know, didn't have any like mental protection or anything, like specifically for dreams or whatever, you know, Freddy would probably win. But, you know, this is Jeff the Killer. He can't sleep. You know, this makes perfect sense though. I understand why. And just from the analyses of it, it made sense. Like I didn't really see any way Freddy would win in the real world. But you know, I'm happy I was right, but I thought it was kind of obvious. But yeah, guys, that was the video. I'll put a link in the description to the original video. If you guys did enjoy this, please give it a like. Give his video a like. Do everything that I'm about to say for me, do to him as well. Like, give it a like, comment down what you thought of it or whatever. Probably just do that on his video. And subscribe to both of our channels, you know, the Raptor, Gay Junru. Subscribe to our channels because we'd really appreciate that and that would really help us out. So guys, that was my reaction to Jeff the Killer versus Freddy Krueger, and I'm out. Peace.